What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I wanted to give some initial thoughts on the 1.5 LAN 1.5 launch on the Mav server. I've had a little time to mess around with it. I probably haven't spent more than like 20 or so minutes, and the truth is that I've actually run into a major bug that it seems like I'm not the only one, and I guess I just have to wait. So you can see here, I'll just show you what I've done so far. So I claimed some land. I have land here in in region 63, track 10. I surveyed one of them. I ended up getting like a occupied common caldera. And so I put on some workers. You can see all that. I have everything else kind of ready to go. I bought a power core. That was super easy. I don't have any titles or totems here to work with, but where I'm getting caught up is on staking DEC to the specific region. So it won't let me build a work site, and therefore I go to this area here. It says you do not have enough dark energy to power your work site. So stake more here, boom, stake more, and I get a I get a black screen, and there's no way that I can really get out of it. So let me just go back and show you something else besides just having a black screen there. But that's where I get stuck. I've tried a bunch of other ways to stake DEC. So for example, you can go to like production here, and I can stake. So you can see that I actually have 55,000 DEC staked, but I actually asked this in the Mav chat, or in Mav chat, because every time I try to stake DEC, it doesn't go into region 63. For some reason, it goes into region 81. So if I click on this, and I see here, okay, I have total, 55,000 dark energy, but that is only in Central Fire, or in region 81. So if I click plus here, I can't change the region, unfortunately. And I don't know how else to get to region 63. So maybe if you guys are watching this and you've messed around with it, you can let me know. But overall, I am struggling because like I said, I have land in region 63, but I, for some reason, cannot add it through that other button. And then when I go up here to DEC, this is one of the other ways in which you could add it in. There's the dark energy section here, but there's no way for me to add it. And again, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not looking at it the right way, but I haven't figured it out. So I'm running into a lot of issues with it so far in terms of it being something intuitive. So quick thoughts. I'll just say that everything looks good, right? For the most part, visually, it all is nicely laid out. There's these, different things that you can go into. You can see your production overview, how much you're going to be earning every hour. When you go into specific areas, right, you can see all the different things. So, the creative team, UX, UI team did a good job of just having everything there. So the bugs really come down to all of the pages linking appropriately, right? Like I should be able to go click on, my land plot. Let's see, I guess I can't click here, but click on that specific land plot and then click on the add DEC button and have that go to wherever I need to add DEC for that specific region. But I'm not able to yet. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. So from a visual perspective, it looks good. Everything has been running relatively smoothly. Again, bugs aside, right? Just going back and forth and testing out different things. Obviously, I haven't had a chance to actually test out harvesting or paying taxes or using anything like time crystals or buying grain. I guess we could go and buy some grain. So let's see here. If I wanted to go and buy some grain for this region, I could click on add grain. And see, once again, it's stuck for region 81. I don't know how to change it, but I could buy, let's say like 1,000 grain, right? So boom, 1,000 DEC, buy the grain, confirm. Let me confirm there too. And hopefully we should be all right. Purchase successful. And now you can see here that I have 1,000 grain for this, once again, for the wrong, what's that called? For the wrong region, right? So I have no idea how to get it for the region that I needed it. So that's the issue that I'm running into right now. Once again, I don't know how to fix that specifically, and maybe I'm just not looking at it the right way, but I'll say this. I've spent over 2 years in and out of this platform. And so most of the time, a majority of the time, things are relatively intuitive. So if I'm not able to get it and pick it up from just like the, whatever it is, then we're running into an issue of it not being intuitive enough for somebody who's actually, I don't consider myself an expert on the game, but I consider myself an expert on like the Splinterlands platform. I spend probably way too much time on here. But again, I digress. Now, overall, where I'm thinking things will go with this is that it doesn't feel like it's ready quite yet. I mean, obviously it's not ready, but when I say it doesn't feel like it's ready quite yet, I was always looking back at the 1.0 launch where you had 1 week on Mav servers and then it was live. Obviously, 1.0 is very different from 1.5. 1.5 has so many moving parts attached to it, and I don't think that the 1 week or even 1.5 weeks, right, to get us on that September 26th maintenance window update. I'm having my doubts that we'll actually be able to see it launch then. This might be something that takes 2, 3, I don't know how many weeks, right? But we did see that the bugs, right? The bugs that stopped the game from getting launched in August, or stopped LAN from getting launched in August, took like a month plus, right? Just for the Mav server bugs. Now we have general bugs, which I would say are probably bigger than the Mav server bugs, right? Because the team determined that at least for Mavs, it needs to be at this level. But to be live, there's probably like some critical things there that need to get done. I mean, obviously, I'm not even able to do everything here. So I wouldn't be surprised, unfortunately, if it takes, another couple of weeks, maybe another month or so until land is actually live. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Maybe I'm just having a bad experience myself and I'm not focusing on the right areas. And Farpacharge is going to be an absolute beast and knock out all these bugs. That would be phenomenal. That's what I'm hoping for. But just trying to give you my honest opinion on it, where I'm saying it doesn't feel quite ready yet if there's a lot of different things that need to be done, right? And the list, I think, was 18 bugs as of the town square this morning. Now, the good thing of where we're at right now is the fact that we all do have access to it. So we can go in, there's more eyes, more hands, kind of like, getting their hands dirty and testing out a bunch of different things, breaking it in positive ways that we can report back to the team and have them take a look at it so that we don't run into these issues when it's actually live. So on the whole, I'm glad that it's on Mav server, even if it's not in any kind of final state. I think that, there's a lot of passionate people out there who have been waiting for this. They're spending a lot of time putting in all of the, testing everything out, and then of course putting in the appropriate bugs and claims to the team. So, we'll see how things go overall, but that's just kind of where my head is at right now in terms of like initial thoughts. It looks clean. It looks nice. Obviously it's not working perfectly right now. There's still some issues that I'm running into. I don't know, how often this stuff is going to be patched in the Mav server, but overall, I'm just glad that it's here, and we'll wait and see where things go from here on out. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you want me to do I don't know, if you want me to do anything else with land on the Mav server, please do let me know. I've just been keeping it very basic and testing things out. Obviously, there's not much that I can do at this point, but in the future, maybe we'll be able to mess around with it more. I'll be honest, land being on the Mav server isn't like exciting for me in the sense of like, oh, I just want to go in and play with it. I will get excited for land when it's actually out and I'm playing with my own land rather than like what feels like Monopoly money here or Monopoly land. So obviously I want to do my part, test it out, report any bugs and things like that. But, for people wondering like, oh, how come you haven't been doing a lot of content? Well, it's because it's not real. it's not real. So I will, trust me, I will be spending a ton of time in land when the real thing is actually live. But the good news is we are a step closer with it being live on Mavs, and hopefully the team will be able to take a lot of the feedback from the the Mavs and everybody testing it out and get this thing out to us sooner rather than later. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.